Coming to you very happy as I always am every single day, but especially today because I had a great day and because it's Michael St. Clair's birthday. Happy birthday, Mike. You're a great dude. We'll talk about Mike more at the end, but as for now, let's talk about Olive Leaf. So, say hi to Jameson. He's making his appearance. So, when we talk about Olive Leaf, you know what? Before we say anything, you're best off getting your nutrients from food over supplements, and we talk about the leaf, but you're better off getting your nutrients from a shot of olive oil every day in itself, or putting olive oil on your salads and things like that, and just bask in it, because organic extra virgin olive oil is fantastic for you. Now, some of the beneficial compounds we find in olive leaf are what we call phenols, and phenolic compounds are compounds in plants that, in terms of their function in the plant, they help to promote growth and development and structural integrity in the plant. Now, when we talk about humans, they serve an antioxidant benefit, right? They serve as antioxidants, and they help to prevent chronic disease in humans in a prophylactic preventative sense, and just to benefit health overall. All right, so it's phenols in general are fantastic compounds for us. Again, they function as antioxidants. You could just think of them as antioxidants in plants. And a couple of them we find in olive leaf are oleuropein, hydroxy, tyrosol, and tyrosol. So when we talk about the benefits in humans, aside from those antioxidant benefits, right, of preventing chronic disease and improving overall health in general, the prevention of LDL oxidation is a big one. And this is very interesting how olive leaf does it. And in particular, it is hydroxytyrosol that gives us this major benefit. At least it's been thought to in olive leaf. And so what is LDL oxidation, and kind of what happens and what can go wrong with it? Well, we know LDL cholesterol, high levels of LDL cholesterol is not a good thing, right? HDL cholesterols are good cholesterol. We like that. LDL, no bueno, right? So if we get oxidation of LDL cholesterol by free radicals, it increases our chances to build up plaque on the arterial wall, for atherosclerosis, right? For clots and things like that can lead to heart attack or stroke. And so, we definitely don't want our LDLs being oxidized by these free radicals, all right? Because then they stick to that arterial wall, and again, more likely to get plaques and things like that, leading to heart attack and stroke. And when we get that plaque, there's an immune response. If you were with us in our cardiovascular disease discussions on When Wellness, we've talked about atherosclerosis, and we've talked about things like congestive heart failure, and we'll talk about them again. But, just the big point here being that immune response to the plaque buildup is a big part of this pie here, where, the problem being that plaque just builds and builds and builds, because then we try to put covering tissue over it and things to kind of wall it off, and it just gets worse. And so what hydroxytyrosol does is it prevents these immune cells in part from going to that clot, and it prevents it from clotting in the first place by being oxidized. So very fascinating how, olive leaf in this way can help to prevent clotting and atherosclerosis, okay? And again, this is in a preventative sense, right, that we're talking here. Now, on top of that, hydroxytyrosol, oleuropein, and tyrosol, those phenols in olive leaf have been shown to benefit skin health, among other compounds in olive leaf, have been shown to benefit our skin health. So, it has an aesthetic appeal here. Drink your olive oil because your skin will look nice, people. It'll be glowing. So, so that's another good thing about olive leaf, and, the beneficial compounds that we get through olive oil in general. And on top of that, olive leaf has compounds that have been shown to improve glucose metabolism. And they're not exactly sure the mechanism by which this happens currently. It's relatively poorly understood, but they do know it's in a preventative sense at least. So again, it's just something that, it just makes sense. We have these things that are healthy for us every day, and it decreases our risk for getting these chronic diseases, and even if they run in the family, and these things are hereditary. I mean, you can still cut your chances so much by just living a healthy lifestyle and having a healthy diet. And one more way you can do it is by getting olive leaf and olive oil every day. All right, so take a shot of organic extra virgin cold pressed olive oil every day. Johnny, what's up? Hon, how you guys doing? What's going on? I just ate a lot of salmon and 2 burgers that were delicious with Lucas and my dad and Lucas's brother. We had a great time. But having said that, what is the dosage? What is the dosage of olive leaf if you're going to take it as an extract? It's 500 to 1,000 milligrams per day. Now, having said this, we can still get those benefits of, helping us to combat LDL oxidation, preventing LDL oxidation with hydroxytyrosol with as low as 10 milligrams a day, it's been shown. So, again, the dosage is 500 to 1,000, but you get benefits with even less. And, when we say that 10 milligrams, you can get that easily from a little bit of organic extra virgin olive oil. So it's the best way to get it is through food, right? Now, before we go, we got a very important thing, or I should say man, to talk about. And that's Michael St. Clair. What's up, baby? I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day, my brother. You're such a great guy. Mike St. Clair is one of the most genuine people you will ever meet in your entire life. He really is. And, live with Mike for a little while. It was such a great time. My whole family loves you. I love you, obviously. And you have such a warm, genuine spirit to you. And every time anybody really sees you, unless they're on the other team on a rugby field, and that's the opposite case. But anytime anyone sees you, man, you bring them up, you make their day better. And, I'm thankful to have you in my life, and I hope that I see you soon. You're a great guy, and you're an absolutely great rugby player. We would play at Stony Brook. Mike was like Forrest Gump, like a smart version of Forrest Gump, of course. But we get the ball on a kickoff, and we'd be like, Mike, come here, bro. You grab this, all right, and just run as fast as you can. Mike would just burn it down the sideline 80, 90 yards and just score. The absolute beast. The guy flies, and he's just, you're a very well-rounded person, Mike. You're very well-rounded. And, not that I'm qualified to judge how well-rounded, but, it can't help but ooze from you, all your great qualities that you have. All right. And I hope you never change in this way. So this one's for you, buddy. And I hope you had a great day, and I hope you're having a better night. Thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow, people. Happy Wellness. Good night.